Hi everyone, it's Nancy Wethington, and I'm here doing a project with Graphic 45, the Couture Collection. I am the special project designer for Graphic 45, gratefully. Second time on the team. I was on their design team back in 2011, 2012, and they asked me to be the designer for their card collection. I have big shoes to fill, and hopefully you're happy with the cards. So let me show you two more cards that I did with the Couture Collection. This was not one of the recommended cards in your kit, but I still did like the design of it, so that's why I'm showing you now. It still uses the black card bases, the scallop paper, several of the ephemera pieces, and the glitzy tape, which I love. Isn't that pretty? The shine on it is good. I still lifted, if you got the card kit, the Couture Card Kit, I still lifted these stamps the same way I showed in the directions, in the same way that Shari showed you in the video. And then the inside is another tuck behind. So this opens, you can write a little message there if you want. And then the same type of pop-up that was shown in the directions. And then more glitz. One can never have too much glitz. I love that tape. Next card still uses the same pop-up type. It just kind of acts as a marquee almost. A lot of their flowers. More glitzy tape. And on the inside, I did a pocket with more flowers layered, a ticket, and a pocket insert with the butterfly. And then this, of course, is the scallop paper. I just used a piece of that to make a pretty top for the pocket. So each month I try to show you something that I did with the leftover papers. I have been behind the last couple of months. You know, sometimes life gets in the way, you know how that is. So I just wanted to show you a little video of what I do, or what I did with these small boxes. Instead of getting bottled water, because we have really good water where I live, really good water, I just buy these packets. And they're very small boxes. When they're closed up, the boxes themselves are only 4.5 inches tall, 3 inches wide, and 1 inch on the sides. So if you want to do this with a small box, I'm sure you've seen this, but I'll open this up to show you. Open up the whole thing. And then I take a scissors, and I just randomly, because I can't cut a straight line with a pair of scissors if my life depended on it. Maybe then I could, but you see what I mean? So it doesn't matter. This is going to get cut off, and this is going to get cut off. So that was the end, one of the end pieces. All these tabs get cut off, and you end up with a mini book. So I just used leftover pieces because this is such a small little book. You don't need a lot of paper. I took leftover pieces and I did wrap the edges on the outside covers, and then use some leftover decorations, including some of the flowers, another pop-up the same way I showed in the directions for your cards. These are layered circles. I just used a small punch for those. This is a half flower. I think on one of the cards I used a half flower, and this is the leftover of that. This is popped, and this is popped, so it gives it some dimension. And then on the inside of the card, I actually only put 2 pages in here because I like to junk them up a little bit. So I made the width of the paper 3.25 inches. That gave me a 1/2 inch binding. See? So all I did then was take the paper 3.5 inches wide by however tall you need. For this one, I made it 4.5 inches tall, and score it at a 1/2 inch. And then that 1/2 inch score becomes your binding. See? 1/2 inch. So on the inside of this, I just did a side flip so you can write a message in here. And I think this would be really cute with some very small photos that you can cut down from a larger photo, or even just make them wallet size would do. And then another flip, more message space and more space for photos. And then a side pocket, and I had a butterfly left over, so I used that as a pull tab with some leftover decorations on the pocket. This is a side pocket, and I did 2 inserts, 1 for writing, 2 for writings, a photo here if you want, even tuck in a small photo. Little leftovers. This is from the paper. I just did a punch of that gal's face. And then on this side I did a small photo flip. So this anchor tab is done with Velcro. I just get those little Velcro clear dots so you can barely see it on the paper itself. Decorated this a little bit, and then did 4 flips. 1, 2, 3, and 4. And then a spot for a little bit bigger photo or messages. And the last part of this is the back, inside back of the book. Another pocket with a couple little things inside, this little image that I cut down, and then another spot for either a photo, or you could turn it this way and use the cream colored spaces as a writing space. So that's it. Not hard at all. If you've got some ribbon left over, you can trim this with ribbon if you want. But this took me maybe 30 minutes once I had the idea. And I think it would be cute for a girlfriend's birthday, or really anything. It's so cute, even just in your own spot. So thanks for watching Graphic 45 Couture Collection with leftovers. Thank you. Bye.